Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to our chakra tribe. I am so beyond excited that you have chosen to open or awaken your chakras together here with me. So we are going to start at the first chakra, which is our Muladhara Chakra. This means the root chakra in English. It has the color of red. The element is earth, and it has a direct connectivity to our physical needs, our physical health, and it's our connectivity with Mother Earth. So to open this chakra on a daily basis, we can try to connect back with nature and do just anything that makes you feel connected, like walking in the forest or anything that makes you feel good in nature. Just great nourishing experience for the first chakra. To open this chakra with yoga, we can do a grounding sun salutation flow. What that is, I'm going to explain every step in the next video. So I would say unroll your yoga mat and let's have some fun. Hello beautiful yogis, and welcome to this beginner yoga chakra flow, and let's get started. At the very first chakra, the Muladhara Chakra is located at the base of our spine, so let's sit upright in a cross-legged position. Make sure you're comfortable. You can put your hands on your knees, facing upward or downward. Doesn't really matter as long as you are comfortable. And let's just start with some conscious breathing in and out the nose. Try to in and exhale through the belly. And just try to connect to your breathing and let go of anything that no longer serves us here on the yoga mat. Let's reconnect with our bodies. Only focus on the breathing and let go of any frustration, emotions that you might be feeling or experiencing. Any thoughts or any worries, just let them go. Accept and let go. And come back to your breathing. Let's take the next couple of in and exhales a bit deeper, and let's fill those lungs with fresh air. And let's wake our bodies back up to start this beautiful yoga practice. On the next inhale, we bring the arms up overhead, and on the exhale, we gently come back into prayer pose. Our first yoga position will be neutral tabletop, and we bring our hands straightly underneath our shoulders and our knees straight underneath the hips. And we will start to warm up the spine with some cat-cows. On the inhale, we drop the belly and bring the face upwards, and we stretch the chest. And on the exhale, we round and contract our spine like an angry Halloween cat. And on the inhale, we come back into a cow position. We drop the belly. And on the exhale, we arch the spine. On the inhale, we come back into cow pose. And on the exhale, back into cat. We will do a couple of more, just follow your own breathing. Inhale, cow position, drop the belly. And exhale, arch the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, stretch the heart and the chest. And on the exhale, we round and contract our muscles. Inhale, drop the belly and arch. And let's come into a neutral tabletop. And let's come up into a standing position. And let's walk to the front of our mat. Let's keep the feet hip-width distance apart. And this is mountain pose. This is just a standing position, truly grounding. Let's feel our bodies being supported by the earth. Let's focus on the breathing. Allow yourself to be heavy. On the inhale, we reach the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, we gently hinge forward from the hips. And we will come all the way down into a forward fold. You can keep the knees generously bent here. On the next inhale, we can put the hands on the knees, on the shins or on the thighs. Depends on your flexibility. Straighten the back, keep the back flat. And on the exhale, we fold again. And we come into a plank pose. Let's form one strong line of energy. And on the exhale, we slowly come down onto our bellies like a push-up. And on the inhale, we put our hands straightly above our shoulders. And we peel our chest from the ground and come into a cobra pose. Really nice back bend here. Next up is our first downward facing dog. So let's sit back on our heels and then shift our hips back and up into the air. Try to straighten the legs but keep a gentle bend in them. Keep your fingers and toes nice and spread widely. Keep moving in organic movements to stretch the calves. Try to improve your posture without forcing anything up your body. This is a very challenging position, but after a while, you will start loving it. And on the inhale, we bring the right leg up as high as possible to the sky. And on the exhale, we bring the right knee to the front of the mat. And then we plant the feet in between the hands. We gently put the back knee down on the yoga mat. And when you are ready, we will come into a high lunge. So inhale the arms up. Really powerful position. And on the next exhale, we bring the hands back next to the feet. And we come back into a plank pose. Same as last time, we slowly come up all the way to the belly. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and push ourselves up. On the exhale, we come back down, curl the toes under, and let's push ourselves back up into downward facing dog. Really stretch out those fingers as wide as possible. Bring that belly towards the thighs. And let's inhale the left leg up as high as possible. And on the exhale, let's bring our knee to the front of the mat. And let's plant our feet in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. And when you are ready, let's inhale and let's come all the way up into a low lunge. Don't forget to pay attention to your breathing. Keep it stable and steady. And on the exhale, we plant the hands to the floor and let's come back into a plank pose. Same as last time, we come all the way to the belly. And let's push up into Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And on the exhale, we come back into a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And we did a full sun salutation. Now we gently walk up to the front of the mat and let's take a forward fold. Keep the knees bent as much as you need to. And on the next inhale, we do a halfway lift, straighten the back and bring the hands to the shins. And on the exhale, we fold again. And on the inhale, we slowly come all the way up to a standing position. Like a zombie, we rise from the ground, bring our arms up overhead, and exhale, prayer pose. And let's take a step to the front of the mat. And let's do another round of sun salutations. If you came all the way here, you're already doing a wonderful job, and we just did the most basic and fundamental yoga poses there are. So on the inhale, we bring the arms back up overhead, and on the exhale, we hinge forward and do a forward fold. Relax the head and shoulders and the arms. And on the inhale, we bring the hands back to the shins. And we straighten the back, look forward, halfway lift. And on the exhale, we plant the hands, step back into a plank pose. And again, slowly push up until you come all the way to the belly. Push yourself up into Cobra pose. Open the chest. And on the exhale, we come back all the way down. And on the inhale, we come into a downward facing dog. If your heels don't touch the floor, again, who cares? Just keep moving, keep breathing. And on the inhale, we lift the right leg up to the sky. And on the exhale, we bring it to the front of the mat. And we strap it right through our hands. Put the back knee down on the yoga mat. And let's come into a low lunge, And on the exhale, we plant the hands on the floor. Step back into our plank pose. Exhale all the way to the belly. Inhale, Cobra pose. And exhale, let's come back into a downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. So let's inhale that left leg up to the sky. And let's step it right through the arms. Drop the back knee down. And let's come up into a low lunge. You're doing a wonderful job, yogis. Just keep going. Exhale, plant the hands back down into a plank pose. All the way to the belly. And let's come into a cobra pose. And on the exhale, we won't come in downward facing dog, but we will come into a grounding child's pose. So let's take the knees as wide as the yoga mat. Let's sit back on your heels. Take a big step forward with your hands. And let's melt the chest right down on the yoga mat. If this is painful in the thighs or in the hips, just take your knees a little bit narrower and really just surrender. You did an amazing job. This is a very powerful and grounding position. You can do this anytime when you feel overwhelmed. And just focus on your breathing. You just did a full sun salutation. And you should feel proud of yourself. Really surrender to this pose and just keep breathing. And on the next inhale, we slowly come up out of the position, and when you're ready you can come all the way lying down on your back, and let's take the feet as wide as your yoga mat, arms and palms flat on the floor. This is Savasana. This is the final resting posture of every yoga flow. This is our way to surrender and to give ourselves a little bit of space and time to reconnect. This is the part where the mental strength happens and the physical strength resides. You just only have to focus on your breathing. When you have any thoughts coming up, you shouldn't feel guilty about it. We just accept them. Give them a place, we do not judge them, and we just come back to our breathing. And every inhale you should feel the energy of the world entering your body, and on the exhale you just give it right back. You should feel this red and warm energy entering your root chakra at the base of your spine, nurturing and energizing your body. And let go of any last tension that is still stuck in our bodies. Let go of your facial muscles and your arms and legs. And let's take the rest of this Savasana in silence and in peace. And let's take some gentle breaths in and out the nose. Let's try to reconnect, awaken our body. And let's take some bigger breaths in and out the nose. And let's start to wiggle our toes and our fingers, then our hands and our feet. Let's twist some ankles and some wrists. Wake up the body really gently. And on the inhale, we bend the knees and plant the feet. And when you're ready, let's come up into a seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed. And let's take some awakening breaths in and out the nose. Try to feel the after effects of this beautiful yoga practice. And on the inhale, we bring the arms right back up to the sky. And on the exhale, we bring it into prayer. I hope you feel amazing, yogis, and I hope you are just as curious for the chakra system as I am. I hope you want to learn more and do some more yoga with me, so I can see you next video. Thank you so much for joining me and see you next time. Namaste.